It's safe to say it's probably one of the most infamous sort of crimes in Victoria at that time or during that period. It was, as you said, Robert Farquharson picked up his three kids who were aged 10, 7 and 2 on Father's Day in 2005 and drove them into a dam in Winchelsea and left them in the car as he escaped, and all three boys died. So he was convicted of life sentence, which was later changed to life with a 33-year minimum. He's run out of all of his appeals. And this is a historic decision to strip him of his sort of last remaining rights over those children.
And why is this decision significant?
It is the first successful application of its type since these new laws were introduced in 2021. The state government had put through the laws following not a similar but another case with Karen Rostevsky over her family's concerns that her husband, who killed her, still owned their gravesite. So that's what sparked the legislative change, which finally came through in late 2021, and this is the first successful application, the first time a serious criminal or a murderer has had their rights over a gravesite or place of interment completely stripped away from them.
And have we seen any reaction from the family to this decision?
So earlier this week I spoke to Stephen Mools, who was the husband of the boys' mum, Cindy Gambino Mools, who was also her partner at the time the boys were killed, and they have two children together. He spoke to me briefly this week and said basically that this was the start of a new chapter for the family that's experienced extreme trauma through all of this over, I think it's almost 2 decades now, and also that this was a legacy for Cindy. I think we've got a grab. He had this to say.
It's a remarkable feeling to know that you've been part of changing history. This is a huge positive. Not only, as I say, not only for my boys, but yeah, for all those families out there that are fighting the system and want to remove the rights of some piece of crap like Farquharson. So they can close their own chapters and move on.
So where Robert talks about closing a chapter there for others, it's sort of it's been a issue that's keep coming up when I'm speaking to Respect Victoria or Stephen or their lawyers, that the use of the first successful application of this law is effectively the moment where other families or other victims of crime may see that they have this option open to them to close this almost sort of perverse situation some people have found themselves in. And many of them say it's another step towards reducing some of the coercive control that some offenders and perpetrators can still have over their victims.